Hello, I'm Kia Drummond, the director, producer, editor, writer, and much more for this documentary. This is my director's commentary over my finished documentary. Filming this was quite simple. The interview shots were just a one long video which I chopped up in post-production. These videos here with the silhouettes, I used effects on an app on my phone, and I just added it in because I wanted the theme to be, quite spooky, and I was already experimenting with these silhouette shots, and I thought, why not just add them in and show some of my other work that I've been doing with my photography. Everything I say in this documentary is true, and it's factual to me as it has all happened to me. Obviously the disclaimer at the start, I say that you can believe whatever you like, and I will just tell you what's personally happened to me. Now, this is the reenactment of an event that happened when I was younger. I used my younger sister for this, and it was quite tricky to work with child actress, especially as she hasn't done a lot of acting. I still remember how it felt. And that part she actually really didn't want to do, and we were getting to the end of filming, she was really wound up with the amount of takes that I took. This clip here is actually a home video from when I was younger. Obviously you can tell the quality is not very good, as this was probably around 2008 on my mum's phone. Obviously I got consent from my mother and my sister's mother as well for her to act. And yes, consent from my mum to use the clips provided and photos. Now this is a very important part, mainly the first thing that ever happened to me, that really scarred me, where someone was screaming in my ear while I had woken up, and I have no idea, if I woke up and I was still dreaming and it was still just ringing in my head. I have no idea. It could have been literally anything, but it scarred me.
As I got older, the paranormal stuff turned into sleep paralysis.
Yeah, so here is when I got to about 12 years old, and I started having sleep paralysis. The black figure I mentioned basically was just not like a human silhouette. It was basically just this massive dark figure that I had while I was not asleep, but I couldn't move, and I could only see things. I could only move my eyes. This part, actually, I went back to my mum's to record that as a reenactment. This what happened. That actually, I was in the bathroom and they fell over, and I told my mum, and I don't think she really believed me, because when she went to the bathroom afterwards, she gasped and went, oh, and pretended to knock something over. So she clearly didn't believe me very much and just wanted to make a joke out of it, which I didn't find very amusing. Yeah, so I mentioned about when I was on FaceTime, I got poked in the side. A lot of those things have happened. Basically, I just felt, like something poked me. There was nothing there, but it was a fact that I was on FaceTime, and, it's not shy if it's going to, physically, interact with me while, someone else is in the room or I'm on the phone. I'm usually alone when these things happen to me, but I tend to take a few random videos around the house anyway. Yeah, so these next videos that I show are home videos from off my iPhone, and I do take a lot of random videos, as I say, just literally around the house, because that's just the kind of person I am. I find a lot of things funny, so I literally just take videos of anything. So the things that I did capture, I included. Two most recent things. I was making something, and I put one of the little pieces I needed on my desk, turned away for a second, gone. This wasn't the most pleasant experience. It really confused me. And when I say it fell, from the sky, it basically was like,
happened, but I did.
if someone was, stood over you and they just dropped something into your hand, that's basically how it felt, or, it fell from the ceiling. I'm not really sure, but it did fall just right into my hand. Yeah, and this, with the occupied sign, it, falling occupied was probably, it just kind of tipped me over then, because I just watched it fall and, no one else did. There was no one else around, and just the fact that it just couldn't fall, like, on its own, and then it was unoccupied.
A bit more annoying than scary.
For all these interview shots, I actually added a kind of vignette around the corners so it looks like it's a bit darker, and I kind of liked that effect as it, it shows the darkness kind of closing in and just the overall environment and theme of this documentary. Yeah, and for these credits, I just wanted to make something, kind of intriguing for the viewer to watch afterwards and kind of stay through the credits. So I got this light I've used in previous productions and, made it flicker, made it spiral around my head, and made a cool shadow kind of effect. So that was my documentary, wholly produced by me. I say written as I just wanted to write a script of all the events that I did go through and not miss anything. Overall, it did not take that long. It took 1 day for the interview style that I wanted to go for, and then another day for the reenactments. It really was fun being on set and, organising everything myself and making sure the lighting was good. And we actually did, in the reenactment scene, we didn't have a lot of time to film, and being summer, kind of spring, it wouldn't go dark until very late. So what we had to do to deal with that was we used the blackout curtains, close them, make it seem dark, but we had the door open slightly just to get a bit of light in, because having a phone camera, the quality will get really bad as if you film in the dark. So we just also had another light that we would shine onto my sister to make her, kind of glow, but it wouldn't seem unnatural. It would kind of seem like, the light from the moon. But yeah, it was really fun to experiment with all those kind of things and be able to control a lot of what you want and bring your script to life. The editing process wasn't too bad. It didn't take that long, it took a few hours, but obviously having to go through a lot of the clips of a lot of the retakes, like I said, with my sister, not really knowing what to do and not being very experienced and very skilled in acting, but there was a lot that I had to do to make sure I could get this film done due to the current restrictions as well with the coronavirus. So I obviously had to stick to people that I could easily get access to and more closer to me. I can't just hire an actress for myself, and I basically planned this documentary around that and knowing that I wouldn't be able to get a lot of actors, and if I used myself and my own experiences, then I could just use me. But I really hope you enjoyed. I thoroughly enjoyed making it, editing it, and I really love the outcome of it. I'm quite proud of what I've achieved with this, and the process was overall fun and just great. Thanks for watching.